What's up, punks? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, I want to go over what I liked and disliked about this NBA trade deadline. There were some clear winners of the trade deadline and some clear losers, and I want to get into it in today's video. But first, I want you guys to leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. What I really liked was what the Dallas Mavericks did. They got PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, and they gave up, Seth Curry, Richaun Holmes, and I think one more player that I'm forgetting. Oh, Grant Williams. And they got Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington. I do like them. They got size. They got a backup center in Daniel Gafford, who I really like. He was a former Chicago Bull, which he was still in Chicago. I like him. And they got PJ Washington, who could play their power forward. And I like him. I like PJ Washington. Both solid players. They could bring, PJ Washington can bring size, scoring, I think a little bit of defense in there too. I think he's pretty solid at defense if I'm not wrong. But Daniel Gafford can be their new backup center, which I do really like. He could bring rebounding. He's really efficient. He's really, I think it's close to 70% from the field or something like that. But he's really efficient. He brings rebounding. He's a pretty solid defender. So, yeah, that's what I like for the Mavericks. I'm not going to go super crazy in-depth about each trade, but I'm just giving you guys what I liked from each and what I disliked about from each trade, or from each team. Next team, what I did like was, that I do like, is the OKC Thunder. I do like them bringing in Gordon Hayward. I think it was a pretty solid move. He's can help on their offensive end of the floor. I know he's a injury-prone player, and he's getting up there in age, but still, he's a useful NBA player that can help with any contender. And I don't know. Overall, I just like it for the. I like it for both teams, the Thunder and the Hornets, because the Hornets get Tre Mann, Davis Bertans, and Micic. I'm pretty sure. I think that's how you say his last name. And Tre Mann, he could take some guard spot while LaMelo's out, so Ish Smith doesn't have to get 40 minutes a night. But I do like that because, Tre Mann's a young guard. He wasn't really in the rotation for OKC, neither was Davis Bertans. But who knows what Tre Mann become. I don't think he's going to become like an all-star, but he could become like a solid NBA player for the Hornets. We'll see what he becomes. I like it for both teams. And then another team, which is the clear winner of this NBA trade deadline, is the New York Knicks. They got Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burks, and then they gave up Evan Fournier, who was just sitting on the bench not playing. They gave up Quentin Grimes, Malachi Flynn, and Ryan Arcidiacono in 2 second-round picks. And the Pistons were looking for a first-rounder for Bojan Bogdanovic, and the Knicks got him, and Alec Burks. And they didn't even give up a first-rounder, which I think is really, really nice for the Knicks. When everybody's healthy and back, they're going to be one of the deepest teams in basketball, if not the deepest team in the entire NBA. And right now, Bojan Bogdanovic can go in, start at the 3 or the 4, and replace OG Anunoby or Julius Randle in the starting lineup. He's a good scorer. Alec Burks, they're both really good scorers, and they can provide three-point shooting. And I really like the addition of them to the Knicks. Once everybody's healthy, they're going to be a tough team to beat in the NBA playoffs. And just in general, they're going to be a nice playoff team. And once everybody's healthy, once Mitchell Robinson comes back, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, they're going to be something to look out for. They're going to be something special. And then another team that I do like is the Celtics. They got Xavier Tillman. They got Jaden Springer for basically nothing. They gave up a few they gave up, I think, 1 second rounder for Jaden Springer. And then I think for Xavier Tillman, they gave up Lamar Stevens, who wasn't really playing for them at all. And I think they gave up 2 second rounders, which I do like that. They're both solid NBA players. Jaden Springer, he's been getting more minutes lately as of Joel Embiid getting having his injury. I think he started a few games, and I think he's been playing really solid, or pretty solid based off what I've seen. I want to look into what he's doing more, but I think it's pretty nice for the Celtics. I like what they did. And then for losers of the NBA trade deadline, of course, they're the Chicago Bulls. They didn't do a single move when they definitely needed to. I made a whole video about this. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's just me ranting about the Bulls. I'm a Bulls fan. It's not fun being a Bulls fan at times. But yeah, if you want a full in-depth thing about the Bulls, go watch that video, but here's just an overview. They didn't make a single move. They definitely needed to, and they didn't do anything. That's basically the overview of their trade deadline. Next up is the Lakers. I guess it's a loss because they didn't do anything at the trade deadline when it was expected that they would be very aggressive at the trade deadline for a player like DeJounte Murray or any other all-star caliber player. But I guess their move is to try to get an all-star or superstar caliber player in the offseason when they would actually have more picks to trade. I think as of June, once it reaches June, they will have 3 first-round picks to trade. They don't have any right now, but once June hits, I believe they will have 3 first-round picks that they can trade and can use to get a player like Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, whoever they want. Who knows if they can get to Donovan Mitchell? Who knows? But who knows? We'll see what they could do in the offseason. But as of the trade deadline, they lost. Another team that I guess lost was the Golden State Warriors. I'll put them in here because, I mean, Steph Curry kind of needs some more help. Klay Thompson is... I mean, the whole team looks washed besides Steph Curry. Jonathan Kuminga's a bright spot. Moses Moody, all their younger players look pretty nice. It's just their other players. They're veterans. The Klay Thompsons, the Draymond Green, the Andrew Wiggins. I don't know. I thought they were going to trade Andrew Wiggins or one of their veteran core players. I don't know if they... I feel like they would have traded Andrew Wiggins over Klay Thompson. I fully expected them to make a trade, and they didn't. I think a lot of people did and wanted them to make a trade, but they'll still be... I'm going to look at the standings really quick. I believe they're below... They're not in the play-in right now, but I expected them to make a trade. A lot of other people did. Let's go to the West. They're the 11th seed. They're a game below 500. Who knows? They won 3 games in a row now. Maybe they could pick stuff up now. Maybe everyone starts playing better. But, you know, I'm not a Warriors fan. I don't know what their fan base thinks. I don't know what they want to do. I don't know what their focus is. I haven't really been paying attention. But they're 24-25 as of when I'm recording this. It's a day after the trade deadline. It's February 9th. But who knows? Maybe they pick stuff up or pick things up and start playing a lot better. Who knows? I don't know. For me, I'll give it a loss because I expected them to make a trade of Andrew Wiggins, but that's just my opinion. This is just what I liked and disliked about the trade deadline. I didn't like that they made a trade. Who knows if they desperately needed to, but this is my opinion. Put your opinion in the comments below. Do you think other teams needed to make a trade? Other teams that should have just said, oh, whatever, we're good. But put your thoughts in the comments below on what teams definitely should have tried to, be more aggressive at the trade deadline. Whether it's, I don't know, the Philadelphia 76ers or the Lakers or whoever else. Put your thoughts in the comments down below. And that's all I got for you guys today. I know it's not a super in-depth analysis of each trade and what I think, but it's just what I liked and disliked about what teams did. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys leave a comment, leave a like, and of course, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.